Hi everybody, Heidi here, your Yorkshire crafter. How are you? I hope you're well. Trying out some new cloths today. Oh, I just cleaned that. I weren't trying to see if they were going to be cleaner. I just something I bought on Create and Craft. They're huge. I've cut mine down into 8 pieces, but apparently they're very good for cleaning. So I thought we'd put them to test today. Well, actually, I'm using mine to see what it's like on stamps. You know, see if it leaves any. Possibly. So anyway, yeah, you didn't answer me. How are you? I hope you're well. We're good, aren't we, Rosie? She's going to fall out of that bed. Let me just put her back in properly. Would you bum up? That way. Lay that way. Come on, lie down. Lie down. That's it. Good girl. She was facing this way. She was going to roll off. All right. Right. Before we get started, I'm just going to say hello because I know we've got a lot of newbies. I meant newbies. A lot of newbies on. I've had loads in group, so that's very nice. I love how you've all been helping out each other out lately, especially, you know, when we did the live, and so we could involve Australia and abroad and what have you. Obviously questions I can't answer, where you can do your shopping and stuff, and the way you've helped each other out's been amazing. I've just sat back and watched and thought, do you know what, we've got a great group here, and we have. So yeah, if you're new, we do have a Facebook group, Heidi the Yorkshire Crafter. Please answer the questions on the way in, because if you don't, you won't be allowed. It's got an automatic it's got an admin assist, and it'll boot you out if you don't answer questions. It'll just say no. And also if you don't have a profile picture as well. I didn't know that till yesterday. I think I found that out. So yeah, if you don't have a profile picture, it's just an automatic thing, so it's not to do with me or the admin. So I just thought I'd let you know. Right, today we are doing stenciling stencil. Now, I like my stencils anyway, but to be able to get to play with more than one at once is a bonus. But I've just had one in my hand and I don't know where to put it. Oh, it's here. So this one, I've cut this piece down to fit. This is Pretty Pink Posh grid. So I've just cut it down to fit the top 9 squares in. A bit like a Sudoku. I don't do it like, but not bright enough for stuff like that. So I'm just going to stick it down. Just easier. This is a simple one, so we're going simple first. But then again, I've always said, sometimes, well, nearly all the time for me, I think simples gives you better cards rather than filling the whole thing and everything. But that's just my choice. It's not everybody's choice. Right, we should be alright with that. I'm going to have to keep remembering to clean my hands. I've got cloths outside me that I'm cleaning. Right, so first of all, we're going to stencil this in, what colour are we going to go for? Let's just go with colours we've got out. Have we? Yeah, let's go fresh lemon, and then I'm not having to get other inks and stuff out. I've already got mementos. Memento? Yeah, memento. I thought I said it wrong when it sounded like a sweet. Sweeties. Right. I'm choosing this colour because I think the practice one was yellow, but I don't know, it doesn't actually look quite yellow. So I'm just going with a light hand, a very light hand. And I'm just going to do the whole square. The whole square of squares. Everybody enjoying our lovely spring weather? It's been gorgeous, hasn't it? Yes, I am being sarcastic. Makes it worse that we're not having a... Mind you, I'm going to say that we're not going for a summer holiday this year, but I don't like them anyway, so I don't even know why I say that. I'll get excited and we'll book an holiday and we'll go abroad and I'm like, I want to go home now. I can't go out when it's warm because I don't like it. Right, I think we'll just go with that. I said the light hand, but I've decided I'm going to change the colour, same as I did on my practice. I wasn't going to do. Right, and I think I'm going to go with, I think this is a Flourish. This is a Gina K. This is old because it doesn't have the name on the stencil. But you can use absolutely any stencils. I've got Huggins of different makes. I think that's why I like stencils so much. I've just got so many. I can just do what I want. Do you know what? I'm tempted to go in with the same colour. You're leaving the bottom stencil on while you do this. Don't know what to do. What colour? I've cut this as a backer, but I can change the back. Let's just go. Well, this is what I did. I wanted to do something a bit different. So these are the colours I did. And with a different stencil. Shall we go in green? And I'll cut another backer. It doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, let's go green. It's my favourite anyway, so I don't know why I don't pick it. I just need to know what kind of green this is. Right, let's go with this brush then. Just going to clean it off because I don't know what's on it. And if this doesn't work, I might go in with blue, so we'll just see. Right, you need to tape it down if you need to, but I'm going to risk it and just go for it. And I'm starting with a light hand because I don't know. Yes. I wish I'd gone blue now. It's too late, I think, unless I do a bit of both. I bet that's going to look totally different, isn't it? Do you know what? Let's do a few in the green. And then I'm going to go over the whole lot with the blue. And then I'll get the same colours then. Didn't work that out very well, did I? Right, I'm just going with them 3 green. And the blue will make it green anyway. Now I've come in too dark. Well, this is a good start, isn't it? So it is going to come across a bit two-tony, which is good. I'm happy with that. This is a very, very juicy ink pad. I did another one earlier and I used a really juicy ink pad, but it went under the stencil. That's how juicy it was, the first stencil. There's a lot of people gone on holiday doing it. Facebook's been really quiet. As you know, as a thing itself, I don't particularly go on it, but I was just on it yesterday and I thought there's nobody about. So I did wonder, because it's spring bank, isn't it? I wondered if people had gone away. I can't remember when my kids were young if we used to go away at spring bank. I think we did, you know. Right, one of these cards we might not get to because it's... I'm going to show you a quicker version of it, but I wanted to do the one with more detail to it, but we'll see. There, look at that. Oh, I love how it came out. Apart from we did double stencil a bit up there. I'm alright with that. I'll clean these after. No point wasting our precious time right now, is there? They don't get used again anyway, so... Look how cool that looks. Oh, I'm really pleased with that. So I'm going to give this a quick wipe up. And then we'll do each card as it comes, you know, getting it on a base. We'll do it as we do it. Then I actually do know what time we have left. See, I want this to get mucky because I want to see how it comes out in the wash. It randy that watered them for the car. Let me just get my stamper. Do you know what? I feel like I haven't crafted for ages because I've been selling me stamps. That's all I've been doing. I've just been sat down for, well, I've been selling them a week. I've been sat down just doing that, literally nothing else. But I finally got to end. Everything's gone, bar one thing. No, bar 2 stamps I think it is. I'm going to put that down bottom corner because you don't tend to look down there as much. I'm glad I did the different colour. It's just enough. So, I've been getting new stamps because, say, I've got rid of everything, of some. So I've bought quite a lot of Marianne design. Oh, do you know, I should have looked on the back of here. Ooh. Oh, I'll have to put another order in. I've got loads, I bought loads. So the practice one, we use this one. Don't ask me what the flowers are because I don't know. I'm going to use this one. I'll tell you what I did notice. They were hard to get off here. Alright, once I've got them off. Oh. And I should prep it because it didn't stamp very well at the beginning, but it's right, I'm not going to mess about. I'm going to put it to the side. I want a sentiment. Although it could be a very nice funeral card or sympathy card, I'm going to make it a birthday card. I might just go, I've just got a few different sentiments out. I might just go with a straightforward happy birthday. Right, let me just pull this to me a bit so I can see what I'm doing. I'll stamp you there. I'm going to stamp you there. I don't know if it's straight, but I'm going to guess that it is. Looks alright to me, does that? And I'm just stamping in VersaFine. Gosh, do you know, I ain't half missed doing a video. I've gone from absolute one extreme to other. I was always frightened of doing them, and now I just want to continuously do them non-stop. Especially when I've got an head full of ideas, which I do at the moment, so that's all good. It's alright having the ideas, it's putting it together. And having the time to do it. Toby's off school, so I did a video with him the other day. So we haven't had to break off to go and pick him up because he's at his other grandma's today. I've had quite a bit of time today, and it's amazing how much you can get done without being broken off. That must be a really thick stamp because it hasn't touched any of that. It's very nice, isn't it? But yeah, it's a heck of a lot thicker. I mean, I could have done it in a nice dark green, that'd have looked alright. You don't have to use silhouette stamps either. It's just, that's my preference. Just a nice outline stamp here would have been lovely. Let me have a look a minute. Oh, even that, because you've done a square one. If you'd have done that on corner, oh, that'd have looked lovely. Oh, wouldn't that have looked nice? I'll do one of them off camera. Straightforward, isn't it? But that'd look lovely. And obviously I won't colour it in, I'll just see how it comes out. I don't like how that's... There you go, it's done it now. Give it a clean. You never get sick of smelling that cleaner, do you? I think it's one of the best videos I did. Very popular. Right, I'll just move this out of the way. We'll have to cut another base because I didn't cut that colour. Only take 2 seconds. Just put these away. It's come very clean. I won't packet them, I'll just put them over there and do it later. Might use that one again. I'll just get a piece of card for that. I'll take it with me, see what colour I want. I'm thinking blue or green. Oh, I like that. Don't like that. 1 second. I think we're going to go that colour. I didn't plan on doing any cutting, so, and this is my way of measuring because I know what size I want it. There we go. Great way of measuring. That should do it. Just look at that. Perfect. Who needs a ruler or a cutter? Well, not a cutter. Hey, I was dead excited today. Well, not excited. I thought it were Wednesday because bins went out and it's not. It's Thursday. I don't know if that's right. Looks alright, doesn't it? That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I love it. Now, I've got all my bases ready for my cards. I don't normally do square cards, so it's a bit strange for me. Like I say, you could do this with absolutely any stencils and you'll get a different look each time, which is what we all like, isn't it? Like my arms. I really like that. I think it's cool. And while we're at it, I'll see what I've got, because I didn't plan on these. We can have some green. I don't think I've used them yet. Nope. Let's go with these, the quick. And I would want to be able to get onto other cards. So we'll have a big one. Here. Oh, we're going dark green. I didn't mean to go dark green. Oh well, we're going dark. And a small one. Yeah, I think that's enough. So that was the practice. Different stencil on the inside, so just shows you how different it can look. I love them. The cute little cards then. Needs to be stuck down. Needs to sit down, does that one. Right, we'll move quickly on to the next one. The next one makes me giddy. I love it. So this one that we're doing now is the easy version of the more complicated one I want to show you, but you'll understand in a minute. I think we're on. We might only get time to do these next two. So I'll explain the more difficult one at the end. So I wanted a flower and I didn't know where these came from. There's two in here. Clearly I haven't filed them yet. See, that one doesn't say out on it. I didn't think it did. I mean, do you know, you could use that inside that. But we're going to do something totally different. And it's from Indigo Blue. I think you might be able to see it, I'm not sure. That's what I can make out of it anyway. So, I'm going to do a bit of masking off. And this is going to be different from the practice I did, although I do love the practice one. This will be cut down, by the way. So the top will be staying the right, it's the bottom bit that'll be cut off. I'll use some of these at side, can't I? Right. So with this one, we're going to do a bit of masking because we don't want the leaves on yet. And that little bit there, I forgot to put back on when I did the card. You'll see. So all we want is the tacky bit of the... You can use masking tape if you want, but this was easier to manage, I thought. So I'm just going to block off all the stemmy work. Stemmy work. That's got no sticky on it. At all the bottom is classed as leaves to me, whether it is or not. And just that tiny little bit in the middle. See, the other one I did, you've got to do it everywhere. It took a lot of masking. I'm just going to cut some of this off. And I want it to go over that stem. That'll do. Right, what colours? Oh, this is what I was going to do. So, on my first one, I did all the same colour. Now, this definitely is a trial and error because I'm going to try 3 different colours. I asked Andy and he says he says it'll work. So let's just see. So the first one, I'm going to go with pink. So I'm going to use Angel Pink and Lavender. Lulu Lavender, I think it is. So until I get some new brushes sorted, because I don't know what I want yet, I'm using all my little ones. I really don't know what I want to use. I want to get something different from Regina, just so I know. I know I label everything up, but just so it stands out. So I'm doing the whole flower in the pink. I hope this idea does work. I was a bit excited about it. Please work. I mean, it's going to work, it's whether it looks right. So that's my flower. And now I have some of these. So I'll take them, I'll do it that way. And it's got 5 different masking holes shapes and then 4 on the oblong. So I decided to use these. They've not been out yet. These are from Pink and Main. So I've never used them yet till today, so that were nice. So I'm going to use the, what looks like basket weaver, I don't know what they call it. But I'm using the Lulu Lavender with the purple brush. I'm just holding it with my hand. I love this look. Well, it looks like it's gone in everywhere. I'm going to keep hold of the bottom in case it hasn't done it properly yet. Oh, that looks perfect. Awesome. So obviously we're not going to see the reveal yet because we're going to now move around to another flower. Try to keep that stem bit there. And mask them 2 flowers off. Right. What have we done? We've done pink. I want to do a blue, I think. I'm going to do a yellow. Let's do a yellow. Actually, I want to try and use the same ink. So I'll see what I've got down here. What have we got? Yellow. We've got Dandelion and Ladybug. I don't know how they'll mix. Right, let's go. See, that's already pink in it. Yeah, we don't want that one. Let's try these 2. And I've already got some blues out. So this is a real trail. I'll have to make this into a red brush. Looks all right. And when we do stem, we'll just do stem the normal. We'll just do it. Rosie, stay. You're going to fall off. Lie back. Good girl. Lexi's with Daddy in bed. She's struggling, that little girl. These are really nice. These were off a site called Craft Stash. Is that a right one? Now then, I want a bit of paper. I'll just use the back of this because I want to see just going to see if this red works on top of that before we commit. I think it'll do it, but I think it's going to have to be very light-handed. So we'll go for, let's go for the dots. Right, very light-handed. And then we can always add more after, can't we, if we need to. Orange would have worked, but I just wanted to... Oh, yes. Well, that's a different flower. I think that's enough. Awesome. Well, you won't have seen one of these before, that's for sure. And we're going to go mask that one and that one. And this one I already know I'm coming in with blue because that's the colour I did the original flowers in. And the blue turned out lovely. It was really nice. Ooh, better cover that in. Is that the dark or the light? Oh yeah. So in with the light blue. I mean, these are quick cards really. If you decide what you're doing up front, they're quite quick and they look so different from what else that you see out there. You certainly won't see them in a shop. Right, what colour what topping shall we go for? I'm going to go with the squares. The darker blue. I should have told you the colours. That's Bahama Blue and Summer Sky. So another reason for me doing these is trying out the inks because they're all new to me. So, oh, this will look different. It's the only one with tone on tone, isn't it? Yep, that's fine. See, I've got all my brushes ready and everything. And now we're going to remember to do that bit for a start off. You'll see it stands out like a sore thumb on the one that I've missed out. Let's do it now. I should have enough ink on there just to go over that. Maybe not. So I'm using Pear Tart, and I am using the stripes in New Sprout. Let's go with that one. See if it stands out. Yep. So now we want to cover all the flowers up. Well, just enough so we can get to the stem on the bottom and the leaves. Should get away with just them two on. Right, which one was the light one now? Uh-oh. That's that one. Yeah. So just colour it all in. I must admit, I do like the colours that come with these inks. It's definitely nice to have something different. I think that'll do. It's quick, isn't it? I'll put that over. I'll do it to there. And then we can move it for that end one. And because I don't want this to start moving, I'm just going to go with the flow. Can't see whether it's working or not. It's not very obvious. I'm going to go a bit darker. That's obvious. Oh, yes. There we go. Job done. Finished. Moving everything out of the way as we go along. Let's get our reveal. You don't need to use it on a mat either, it was just my choice when I was playing today. Right. Look how cool that is. Gosh, I'm so easily pleased. Look how cool that is. So I'm going to cut it down. I'm going to cut it down with Master Layout 1. Now I want to get the top in. I think actually, if that had been a darker yellow, you know, tone on tone, I think that might have been a little bit better. But I'll show you practice in a minute. I'll just put this through the dye machine. Talk amongst yourselves a minute. There we go. Here's our backing. Right. We'll stick this on. Always cut the middles out if I get chance, if I need something, and it'll always get used. Don't waste note. Now then, we'll put it on its base first. Just wondering whether to stick it up. No, I'm going to put it flat. Gosh, you'd think Rosie lived on here, honestly. Her hairs get everywhere. And yet it's funny because Lexi don't mount, not really. Right. So yes, it looks a little bit lost. Oh, yep. I can hear. That's not straight. Lexi's on her way up. See if I can pull it off. Yeah, I'll just have to cut this side down a little bit. I'm alright with that. It was this that wasn't straight. That's why I like these, repositionable. Like you, Brave, coming upstairs with no light on. She won't go upstairs if the light's not on. Look at muck I'm making here now. That's what these are for. Well, not really, but it works. I'll get the rest of that off, not a problem. Right, so I still wanted it to be a birthday card, and I was looking, so I found some birthday wishes. That's not even cut straight. I mustn't have been cutting out straight today. Birthday wishes, and then I seen that I had these, and I thought, you know, what am I ever going to use something so tiny on? So I'm going to cut it out. Now, I did leave some tape on it so I'd know which one it was. These are my Gina K die sentiment strips, and these are actually Gina K. You get it all from Bumbleberries. So what I'm going to do, because this die is too big, and I could cut that out with that die and have it longer on edges and just snip both sides, but it doesn't give that rounded off edge. So I'm going to put it to one side where I know I want it, and I'm going to cut that. This is also one of the best things I've ever had in my craft room. I've had it forever. Although I have had two, I broke one. My own fault. So it's cut it where I want it at that side, but I want that side to be the same. So all I'm going to do is put the die where I want it to be, and on the back it just sits back in from where it's just been cut. So I'm going to stick that down so this bit's not got anything in it. And it just keeps you with that rounded off edge on both sides and all the way, well, all four, keeps it all the way around. You can see it on the back. And then you've just got that smooth edge. And I thought, I'm going to put it there because birthday wishes to you. I think that's nice. And you don't normally see 2 strips on like that. So I thought it would be a bit different. And that's what you ended up cutting off just then. So yeah, it works. I like doing stuff like that when I can just cut it down myself and know it looks just as good. So I'm going to use my foam strips. Try to get them out. This is what they are. These ones are thicker. I go for the 1/4 inch. No, don't. What do I go for? 16th. I go for the 16th. So they're not as deep. These are more for a shaker card. So I'm going to put 2 pieces together. And cut them. There should be enough left to do this. I even saved them bits. So I'm just going to take the backing off. Andy's got a week off work next week. I know I told you that he thought we were going away, but we're not. So if we do get any nice weather, I'm going to try and venture out of the house. Not saying I'm going to do it. I'm going to try. I'm going to take Rosie to somewhere where there's water to see how she is with water. Nearly done. I've got to show you this last one, so we've definitely got to get that done. So, oh, now I've done it all different colours. I don't know what to put on. Let's go with... Do you know what? I will go with these. Otherwise, I'm going to be rooting in here forever. But I'll show you what I did with the other one anyway. Oh, that got bent. So I'm going to come... I'm putting these literally where they are on my other card. Well, sort of. There, that's just for quickness. I wouldn't normally put that colour on there. So that's that one done. But let me show you the practice. So this is the practice. Look where I missed the stem out, and I didn't realise till I showed it to Andy. I do like the tone on tone. I fancied that idea, but I think I prefer that. But it's good, isn't it? It's different. Stenciling a stencil. I love these and all. My gems. They're amazing. Right, we'll move on to the next one. Oh, I'll just show you. That was the other one I was going to do, but it's got so much masking off. It takes ages, but isn't that beautiful? Somebody will be getting that. Right, we'll move on to the last one. So I just want to make sure I've got the right size card. Yes, it'll be getting cut down a bit. Right. I know she's called Angela. I can't remember what the HH is, but if you put AAH in Etsy, you'll find her. So I'm just gonna take that down right quick. We'll do the inking really quick. The stamping's amazing on this. I just love it. I love the stamp. Right, let's just go for it. So I'm just doing a rainbow, and I'm using the Alter New. So it's not going to be perfect by no means. And I'm going to do it a tad different. I'm going to do the stencil and the top stencil before I stamp, which I didn't do last time. And it just made it a little bit awkward. So this is a try for me. I'm doing it very light, she says. I need to keep them all out because I'm going to use them all again. Maple yellow, I think we're using for orange. We must be because I don't have another one out. Yes, this was the one. Well, one of the ones that went underneath it. Yeah, it is orange, isn't it? Next. Don't know what that was. It made me jump. Wonder why some are so juicy and then some aren't, and yet they're out at the same sets. Wonder what the reason behind that is. Right. Like I say, it doesn't have to be out special. Then we're coming in with yellow. I think this is my favourite yellow by him. I use it all the time. Fresh lemon. Whoops. It looked green then, did that? I think the orange isn't very orange, is it? I didn't get a proper orange out. It's okay. There's my yellow. Green. We'll use this one. Probably because I'm rushing and not taking as much time. It's actually looking better than the first one that I blended. Blue. I think this blue actually put me off. I used too dark a blue, but I'm not rooting around for another one now. Oh, it doesn't look too dark there. That looks nice. Oh, I don't know. This looks way better than before. And I used amethyst. This is well juicy and all. Where's my purple brushes here? Now, the only reason I chose to do the rainbow was because I seen this other stencil and I thought, I want to use it, but I don't know what I'm on. I've never used it. We're in this packet, but I'm absolutely positive it's Crafter's Companion. I remember the set it came with, and I got rid of the set and everything, and then obviously I've kept this separate, but yeah. So we're going to put some raindrops. So I'm doing it and holding it instead of taping it down. Should tape it down really. And I'm just going to go in a little heavier than what I did the original. I'm sure she comes up just a snow, you know. So if you're not sure, just keep checking. You see the raindrops? Just keep checking it. I've put too much ink in that now. Into our fake orange, because there's nothing orange about this. Lexi dog. She ignores me on purpose. Look how juicy that's got. I don't want it to be that juicy. I'm going to clean that up a bit. So this is taking my hand off stencil. I'm just going to put that underneath and pat it. And hopefully it will have picked it up off the card as well. Not really, but let's carry on. Honestly, I'm barely touching the paper there. It's just so juicy. Back in with the yellow. Not as easy to get a darker one on the yellow. Oh yeah, looks alright. Need a bit there. Lexi! Do you know, Rosie doesn't have a snore in her. Oh, this table's a mess, isn't it? Sorry, did that wake you up? I'm just hoping it's right. Coming with blue. That's something I love about these and all. The way the tops come on and off. Right, don't move your hand. Rosie, don't you dare start snoring. I've just told him you don't snore. Unbelievable. And then a bit of purple at the bottom. You might think it's a labour of love, but I love this card when it was finished. And I'm going to call that a day. Just going to whack these back in order, otherwise they're going to be everywhere. Lexi! There we go. Ta-da! I love it. Right, let's cut it down and get it quickly onto. Okay, stamping takes 2 minutes. I'm just going to cut it down before I stamp it. So I have my base here, but I can't remember what size my card needs to be. 5 1/4. So, alright, yeah. It needs that much chopping off each side. I don't normally do cards this size, but I wanted to use that stencil, so there you go. So we're going to use a stamp that I hadn't used before until today. And when it came, I thought, what am I going to do with that? It's massive. I fell in love with it. Look at that. Happy Umbrella Dance. It's a fantastic stamp. So I'm going to put this to the side. And I also got this one. And I'm going to use it as a birthday card. On my practice I put this. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, but learning to dance in the rain. Be your own kind of beautiful. That's what I think I'm going to put. And I'm going to put it there and hope that that's straight. It looks it to me. Again, we're going in black. It's a big stamp in it. I love it. I like a big silhouette stamp. I mean, I like the little ones as well, but I do like a big one. That's what I've been shopping around for. I've got lots of orders coming. I had a lot of money to spend, didn't I? With everything I got rid of. So before I stamped this and then I did the raindrops. And then I was worried about it smudging the black ink, so I thought I'd do it this way around this time, and it's worked fine as that. Now if I'd have used my oxide inks, you'd have seen straight through her. So I am also trying to drum into my head, if I'm going to use a big silhouette, not to use oxides. Oh, just look at that. That's stamped absolutely perfect. Right, we've no more stamping to do, so I'll take this out. I'll leave that in and I'll sort it when video's finished. So I'm going to put this on a base. See, this is a big card again for me. I'm not used to big and I'm not used to square. It's 5.5 by 5.5. That looks straight to me. It's an unusual idea, isn't it? So I've got a base. See, I could have got a full panel out of the back of that. And I really should have done that. I'm cross with myself for not doing so. That's very naughty of me. Look, I've got too much black down here now. It all needed moving round. Nope, it's staying as it is. Look at that, printed off. Right, and the last bit, I've had these forever, but I used to use these all the time. They're called Dewdrops by Gina K. And they're just like little raindrops. So that's what we're using. And I'm literally gonna I'm going to guess, but I'll have to get them all out first anyway. I'm just going to put a few all over. And I'll just put one there. It looks like rain. This makes it dry, go on cloudy, but it dries clear. Why is it sticking to me gun? I don't know how you guys put up with her snoring, honestly. She's so loud. And you know, when I say she comes up when I'm filming, it's not just that. She'll be sat at the other side of the room. And then she'll just move to behind me once I start recording. Why is that one not working? She was downstairs, wasn't she? She's come up and laid directly behind me. Squirting glue out. Don't know what's wrong with this one. It's not working in that. That one is. Right. I know we've gone a little bit over. Sorry about that. But look what you've got. Look what cards you've got. Let me show you now. Oh, you've got some cards. I've got some right tidying up to do. So this is the rainbow one. I like that, just that little bit there. And it's dried clear, can you see now? Whereas it's a bit smoky still. But I love them. So you've got them. You've got them. And you've got them. And that was my little bonus one, which we didn't get round to do. I hope you like it. I hope you have a go, and I'll see you in the not in the craft room, unless you're coming over. Come over. We'll make room. I'm off. Happy crafting. Bye bye.